talk of the impact of AI and how we can look at evaluating oocyte quality. This was published in March 2026, Fertility and Sterility. What we do know is that oocyte quality is a critical factor influencing success in assisted conception. If you look at that you are looking at high quality of oocytes, you're looking at what can give a better chance of pregnancy, reduces miscarriages. But where are our challenges? Our challenges lie predominantly in understanding how can we assess quality of eggs. So at present, what do? We look at morphology, highlighting the need for using morphology as assessing maturity. And there is a quality variability. And if you see, there is that inconsistency, looking at probably just finding out whether it's mature, immature, or a GV. And all these is looking at the inside factors in the egg and seeing whether we'll be able to understand the quality. So at present, what can we assess? We can assess at present, you can look at embryo morphokinetics, you could do a genetic screening, which is PGTA, look at blastocyst markers, you could look at time-lapse development, and all these provide crucial insights into embryo viability and potential. What we cannot do is intrinsic oocyte potential, the metabolic health before fertilization, quality oocyte and quantitative assessment, real-time oocyte viability, and these hinder all our gaps. So if you have a look at the new era that's coming up, AI enhances automation, oocyte imaging analysis, metabolic imaging has been used for label-free autofluorescence detection to improve insights, and media analysis allows non-invasive profiling of what is the nutrition, the metabolites, enriching and understanding oocyte quality. If you look at AI and where the AI is coming in, we are looking at automated analysis, and combining these factors is helping us. Enhanced detection, deep learning is helping us to uncover subtle images changes that may also help us in understanding oocytes. When we look at metabolic imaging in oocyte assessment, it reveals natural cofactors using autofluorescence detection, and we're looking at the inside of the oocytes of seeing metabolically how these oocytes working. Remember, almost all the mitochondria that the embryo gets comes from the woman. So you're looking at, and that metabolism is incredibly important. We're looking at optical redox ratios, indicating cellular metabolism through fluorescence ratios. Looking at media analysis, the entire growth of oocytes and embryos is based on the nutrition. We'll look at metabolite profiling. What metabolites do we need to maximize the health of the egg and the embryo? Techniques such as metabolic imaging using label-free optical metabolic images. These are non-invasive, basically preserving oocyte integrity, but also giving us incredibly more information of how the oocyte is working. It gives us an idea about altered redox ratios. It tells us how to differentiate between high quality and low quality oocytes. And this non-invasive technique reveals and tells us probably how to tell us if the egg has a good potential and is there any gap in pre-fertilization and whether the eggs can get fertilized. The AI-driven scoring offers objective metrics, analyzes subtle changes in images undetectable to the eye, and so you are going to get a much more comprehensive all-round assessment. Time-lapse imaging has been coming up for a long time, and by monitoring and capturing oocytes in early embryo development, morphokinetic parameters, it tells us critical aspects of viability and potential outcomes. This is helping us to make decisions of the potential of oocytes to achieve a blastocyst stage. What are the clinical benefits? You integrate AI, metabolic imaging, time lapse, and at present you'll be able to include all this into AI tools. And the prediction accuracy of the oocyte, the chances, what are the chances of creating an embryo? This is something which often we ask during egg freezing, is what are my chances of getting an embryo? And these are more likely to give us an idea. What are the future directions? These are early days. You require standardization. We require large scale validation studies. Future advances may enable eventually AI to help us. In summary, I would say that at present, they are exciting times. Integrating AI, metabolic imaging, time lapse eventually will give a much better assessment into how the oocyte is, how the embryo is, and give a much more better way of predicting success. Thank you.